Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you're well. We're back in Utopia again. So much to do in this new habitat. Oh look, we finally got a giraffe in the water. That's nice to see as well. Look, they just walk through it. That's fantastic. Right, so last episode we put in a lot of rocks all around the outside. Nice raised area over here. Started work on the station. One thing that I'm just going to do is just come in here. I'm just going to nab this this bridge because our staff are going to need to get across potentially to this area here, and at the moment to do that they have to walk all the way around the outside there. So I kind of think it would make sense for the staff to have their own little access over here. So I'm going to just pop that in, and let's see if I can just build it out a bit with the rock, something like that. Oh dear, the game's lagging again. It's not good. It does not like having this many rocks. Okay, let's just check then. There we go. Now the staff can walk across there. Beautiful. So let's crack on with the station, shall we? So I wanted to build a nice edge here. So that's going to be something wooden. Let's see what we've got. I fancy doing something weird. Like using the backs of something. I don't know what, but if there's something new here with a nice texture. There's probably not, but let's have a look. Windows. They're not too bad, are they actually? Quite, yeah, I think I can work with this one. Let's just try and get that in line. Let's see if I bring this down and down and down. Let's just clump these together. Right, now I need something else on here, something like yes, maybe one of these. Let's just do a quick align to surface, and let's get that oh dear, that's got a bit wonky, hasn't it? It's fine. It's going to go right on the edge, I reckon, like so. Tell you what, I'm going to take that to the bottom, because I think the top I'm going to put something more solid looking along the top anyway. I'll tell you what, that entire thing is still wonky. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Why is it going to do this to me? No, okay. It doesn't like what I'm doing there. Let's start that again. I like that piece. I do want to use that piece, but it's just going to be annoying, I think, isn't it? Right, let's do this properly. So you've got a line to surface, angle snap. This might make it work better. Let's go a bit steeper actually as well. I might not need the extra piece on the side actually. I might just go with this for now. Let's just see how this works. You see, now the angle works. That's very strange. So I don't know. This might work. It might not. Let's just take that to the end. Just trying to do different things with this, really. Try and make it look nice. So obviously at the top of this is going to be a fence. Okay, it's a shame the graphics go a bit weird when you zoom in and out on this particular piece. Yeah, it's all right. It's not quite there, is it? What else have we got? Oh, I could do some. Maybe this is what it needs. Maybe it needs a bit of patterning. I'll leave the edge because it's gonna have something solid on the edge anyway. But yeah, maybe it needs something like that. Now, does it want it all the way along, or do I want to? Yeah, I think all the way along, and then I could have some nice shrubbery growing up it as well, couldn't I? Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do before I go too far with this. I'm going to just split that off and make it its own thing, because it's going to be much easier to copy and paste it that way. I think once you get some foliage on this, I think that will look much nicer. Hello, Mr. Giraffe. You're very close to my camera. Lovely, and then boom, get rid of that. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. That looks a bit nicer. What to do at the edge? Do you know what? I might just do rocks at the edge, I think, because I've got this whole bit here which is needing something to fill in. So if I just do a few rocks like that, and then come into here. Oops, still got that on. I can just fill in the edge a bit here. Let's go some smaller ones. Obviously this is going to have a nice proper edge to it as well in a minute. Okay, and then probably something similar at this end. I think I'll probably hide that stairway a bit. I think that makes sense. And then kind of bring that around like that and into there. Just try and hide that, and then I don't know what I'll do there. I'll think of something at some point. Let's just fill this in a little bit more here. If I can find the right angle. There we go. Okay. We are getting somewhere. Let's You know what I'm going to put on here, don't you? Because I'm nothing if not predictable. Just a bit of this growing up it. I'll try and find something else as well. I'm not just going to go with this all the way along. But you know I love my arrowwood. And why wouldn't I? I mean, look at it. It just looks great. But we've also got bits like this. Okay, and then let's see what else we got that's flat. It's probably not saltwater, but who knows? Just never know when you try something new, find something that kind of works. No, not the saltwater. It turns out. Oh, look at that! A nice dead thing over there. No, that's not good either. You got to try. Just keep trying things, and eventually you find the one that works. I need big flat things. No. Bit of sage. No. Ooh, yeah, scarola. Here we go. That's going to look nice, isn't it? That's cool. And then I think just a little bit of scarola at this end as well would look good. Don't want it sticking up at the top there, but there we go. That looks nice, doesn't it? See, I've still got that one just sticking up there. Let's just bring that down. Now these guys, just checking, they're not hungry or thirsty, are they? No, good. Excellent. Okay, so we're making a bit of progress here. What fencing do I want around the edge of our train ride? See, I quite like this stuff. I'm just wondering if I can do something clever with this, if I get the angle snap correct. So I'll take that like so. See, I quite like that. And then cap it off, if I can, with another piece. That's quite nice. Let's just hope that it angles properly. No, of course it doesn't. Look at that. It goes at a stupid angle. Oh my word. This game knows how to wind me up, doesn't it? Why? Why? Honestly. Boggles my mind. I'm hoping if I actually go into it and do it like this. Nope, it's still at an angle. That, I mean, it's just mental. Absolutely mental. Or if I just do one. If I just do them one at a time, is that going to work? I mean, I shouldn't have to do this. But sometimes it's the only way. You must get fed up with me complaining about the weird angles in this game. But I imagine if you play the game, you must have the same issue. If you don't, please let me know, because it's just weird. I just don't get it. I'm sure there's a very technical computer programming reason why it does certain things, but to us non-computer scientists, it's just annoying. Because it means that you have to be a lot more... what am I trying to say? It takes a lot longer to do stuff like this, is what I'm trying to say. When it really shouldn't. You know, and then I've got to go back. Let's just see what happens if I don't do these two at once. No, you see, that's what's confusing it. I think it's because you've got the top one at an angle. Hopefully the top one on its own will move okay. Hopefully this will look good. When you spend this much time doing something, you do at least want it to look good at the end. So I was mentioning in the last episode that Christmas is around the corner. So, yeah. Are you guys excited for Christmas? Do you do Christmas? Not everyone does. For me, it's not a religious thing at all. It is purely about getting my family together. So I've got my parents that live just around the corner from me, and I've got my brother and his wife and his two children that live probably 5 minutes drive away. So yeah, I'm very close with all my family, which is really nice. And that is what Christmas is about. We actually have, now that I've got my little girl as well, we're having our little monthly get-togethers, which mostly my brother hosts at his house. So we all get together as a family once a month, and that's really nice. It's nice to get together, have all the kids together. His two are, what? I could be wrong here. I forget. They are, I think, 8 and 13. I think so, considerably older than their cousin, my little girl. What happened there? But yes, they're all getting on well. Why has that done that? Oh, it's because I'm 1 over. That's why. Completely messed that up. But yes, they're all getting on well, which is nice. It's good to have the cousins getting on with each other. I'm sorry if you have no interest in my private life at all, but you know, when I'm doing this sort of thing, I've got to talk about something, haven't I? There's not always stuff going on in the game that I can talk about. As you can as you can hear, sorry, by the sound of my voice, I'm still so congested. I don't think you've heard my proper voice for a few months now, because I'm just so congested. It really messes up your voice, which is such a shame. I've had people comment that my voice is quite relaxing, which is lovely. It's a really nice thing to hear, but at the moment I don't think my voice is relaxing at all. I think it's probably just really annoying. There we go. I'm thinking that's good. I'm quite enjoying that. Now I'll tell you what I'm going to do before I detail corners or anything. I'm just going to bring it over to here, and let's see. Yeah, so that goes up to there. So that's good. And then let's have a look at this. Where are we in here? Okay, so let's get rid of that. And let's move that across. Excellent. Now, I'm just wondering, because this bit is now working at the right angles, which is just so annoying. But I should then be able to branch this off and get it looking a bit better around the edge, like so. Excellent. Let's bring it across to this one. I'm going to do something on the corners, of course. It's going to need it just to cap those corners. But yeah, let's get these ends filled in. Excellent. And one more, like so. And then I think just here, I'm just going to need one more bit along the side there. Excellent. Oh yes, Look at this. This is looking like a nice little station here now. Fantastic. Right, so what do we want on those corners? Some sort of a wooden post. What have we got that's a small wooden post? Here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, I tell you what, I quite like that. I know it's slightly different theme. It's Arctic theme, but I kind of like it. Let's just put it in and see what we think. No, I'm not convinced by that. What have we got? See, these posts, that has potential because it's thick. You need something thick. Oh, here we go. That's a nice thick post, isn't it? And we could just pop them in like this, and it just caps off the ends. Oh, it's doing its wibbly wobbly thing again, isn't it? Hang on, let's move that one back in. Yeah, it's doing its weird thing again. I'm not going to moan again. That's fine. You've had my moan. You know what I'm moaning about. It's all good. These things are never going to be perfect. Let's come into this corner, even though you can't see it. I still want to put it on the corner. I think that's on the corner. Actually, no, it needs to go in a bit more. I don't think I need it here. I think that's kind of in the way of the train a bit. Although, yeah, no, actually, yeah, I think it does need it there. Try and make it not hit the train. I mean, to be fair, if it hits the train a little bit, I'm not going to lose any sleep about that. Excellent. Okay, it's looking good. I like this. It's turning out quite nicely, I would say. Okay, all the way over here. This is a tricky one because this did fall just a little bit short here. But hopefully I can just about cover them both up with this. That will do. And across to here. I love this sort of thing. It just finishes it off so nicely. There we go, last one. Look at that, it's looking like a proper station. Nice. So when you're sitting in the queue here, you've still got a nice view. See, if I put a roof over this, you wouldn't get that view. So yeah, I like that. I think I'll make sure that I don't do that. I'm just going to see because I'm covering up this bit of fencing here a bit too much. I just want to, yeah, there we go, that'll do. Just wanted that fencing to continue a little bit odd going through the middle of that post. So there we go. I'm pretty happy with the station. Obviously it still needs work around the outside, but the station itself is looking good. The giraffes certainly seem interested in it, which is great. I mean, can you imagine sitting here and you're that close to the giraffe? That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Great, so there's our station. What else are we doing around the station? I was going to put in a load of soil, wasn't I? And do some planting. So let's do a bit of that. Let's see how this is going to work. So this was my thinking. If I could get it in here. Bit tricky because it's on a bit of an angle, but yeah, so I've already kind of messed it up a little bit. Yeah, it's hard because you've got this, you've got you got the angles and you got the height change as well. Let's see how to do this. Not easy, that's for sure. Right, I'm going to have to just put the whole thing on a bit of a slope. Which is fine, that's working. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. And then let's just see if I can line that up and meet this without it kind of flowing over the edge. Let's just drop that down. Just need to hide it in there a little bit so this corner isn't poking out. And then I've got to see if I can match it up over here. It's not too much of an issue if it's not perfect, because it's all going to get covered up pretty much anyway. Because I want to put a whole load of foliage in here. Oops. There we go. So how is that going to look? Yeah, look at that. That joins up pretty good. Oh wow, I really got those angles wrong, didn't I? Blimey. The deceptive perspective, that is. Sounds like a rock group, doesn't it? The deceptive perspective. It's fine. I mean, it's kind of a bumpy ride just there, isn't it? Yeah, this is proving to be much trickier than I anticipated. Here we go. Kind of try and flatten it out a bit. Let's just see if I can fill in this little gap there. I can. There we go. It's not bad. Just showing a little bit in here. So I'll just thicken that up. So it's kind of filling that in. And then let's just come back to here and see how we can fill this in here. It's always going to be the very last piece that's the hardest. Because inevitably, you're not going to be able to match all the angles. Do you know what? That's not bad. Once you've got foliage on that, I think that's going to be fine. Now I was going to do the same over here as well. But yeah, no, I am going to do it. I'm going to try and do it a bit simpler, I think, on this side. Where are we? I've lost my soil. So I think I'll go along here, because this is at least flat. And of course the joy is, I guess, that I can always use rocks to fill in holes. But yeah, I think if I just keep this flat. Actually, this is probably what I should have done on the last one. Actually, that looks quite nice going up to the rocks like that. Keep it flat, and then I can just put an edge in, can't I? And then the rest of that can be rocks. It's probably what I should have done on this other section, really. No, this will be flowers, I think, here. I think, yeah, let's do this. Let's go to there, and then that can be rocks beyond that. So yeah, so we're going to have to put a whole load of rocks in as well. I'm going to leave this middle bit now because I've done it and it looks alright. I think once you get some foliage on it, I think it will look fine. But yeah, I'm thinking this kind of rock will do nicely. along this edge, because again it's mostly going to get lost anyway. You're not really going to see the rocks, because I am going to put some fairly dense foliage in, and I'm just going to do that as well, and I will just brighten this up a little bit with some angles like that. There we go, that looks good. And then I think just need to scatter in some of the different Taiga rock along here as well, kind of blend that together. Let's get this little edge filled in over here. Get something a bit smaller in here. Lovely. So there's that flower bed, there's that one, and then there's this one. But that will have to wait for the next episode, because that is going to do it for now. Good, we're making some nice progress. Our giraffes seem to love just hanging around over here for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on with them. They're not doing a lot of moving, are they? They're not stuck. I don't really know what they're doing. I guess they just don't move a lot, which is fine. Okay, let's leave it there, shall we? So thank you very much for joining me once again. And actually, do you know what? I'm going to pause that, because that's going to make a nice little screenshot, I think. That might be my screenshot for this episode. If I get the angle right so the giraffe are sort of looking at me. I don't know, something like that. We'll see. Yeah, let's leave it there. So thank you very much for joining me. I do hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Please do leave me some comments down below if you want to say or suggest anything. And I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, do take care. Bye for now.